Hi, I'm Seamless, and today is Saturday, which means it's time for a new FL Basics tutorial. Today is also the day of the live stream, because I do that every week on every Saturday at 6 p.m. EST minus 5 GMT. So I'll be seeing you there tonight at JustinTV/SeamlessR. The links are in the description, and all things are good. I also like to point out that I started a gaming channel. I mentioned this Thursday, and it's not going to be on this channel. It's a whole new channel that's also linked in the description. So if you want to see me do random gaming stuff, it is pretty random, then go there. If not, then don't worry about it because there won't be a whole lot of bleed and crossover and all that stuff from that channel into this channel because it's not relevant to your interests. Anywho, today's tutorial is about control surface. Now this is pretty straightforward. It's basically a surface for controllers, and that you can customize pretty heavily. So I can add various kinds of controllers. And I can put them around and place them. That's cool. And then I'll exit editing mode, which is what this is. The second you start adding things, you enter into editing mode, and then you have edit options, and then you leave edit mode, and you have normal options. And you can also move the parameters. And what this does is it creates a whole bunch of controllers that can be accessed through the controller linking window. So like I want to link volume to something, right? Go to link the controller, and bam, here's a whole bunch of controllers. Now, right now they're named what they are named. So if I wanted to have them be something that's not just like knob 1, knob 2, I can name it something I'll remember. Exit editing and then go into controller linking. And then dar they be da knob. So at that level, it's pretty straightforward. But the cool thing about the control surface is that the stuff is heavily customizable. So if you go back into edit mode and right click something, we can change the sizes of things. We can change styles. There are various styles that are preset. However, there are ways to get different styles. I'll just talk about that in a second. Different color options for various kinds. We got handle color. Rail. It's a gross looking thing. Yeah. So you have lots of options available to you. And like I said, there's ways to change this. There's actually a controller creator that's accessible. Let's check the manual real quick. I'll show you where it is. It's FL Studio System Tools Control Creator.exe, and you get a whole suite of tools that actually lets you create your own knob, and it shows you how it works. Basically, this is actually the tool that the devs use to make these knobs, and they just made it available to everyone so that they can make their own knobs. And so yeah, I'm not going to cover how to use that because I don't really know, but it should be pretty straightforward. And again, read the manual if that's unclear to you. I hope that showed up. I think the manual would have showed up, but we'll find out later. Yeah. Okay. Anywho, moving on. So control surface is cool in general. It's nice, but where it really shines is when it's used within Patcher. Now, I have done a Patcher tutorial. Was kind of like a introductory overview sort of thing. It was very informal. I might do another one later, but for now, let's just talk about the surface inside Patcher. So by default, a surface is already in Patcher. It's pretty much there, and it shows up as a plugin. You can actually remove it, and then it would go away. And then of course you can add it in as a plugin itself because it is a plugin, and you can actually add in another one. You have more surface. You have surface eye surfaces. Anyway, the way that you use this in Patcher, you first need to add in a thing to use. Let's see, did I add this in the? I did. Good. Let's add a plugin of some kind, GMS. Right? So let's say I wanted to mess with the cutoff filter. So what I'll do is I'll activate it, and then now this little red knob shows up. Now in the surface, let's do surface 2. In the surface, I can add it up. And then this will show up in the map as a red dot. And so now I can link the two. And now that knob is going to control voila, pretty neat. And of course, you can activate this. And then once things are activated, you can actually just automate them straight. You can even automate the GMS parameter once they're activated like that. But this actually is pretty cool for like performance type things if you want to, if because then you can have direct access to, mods, mod modulation and stuff like that. And plenty of people in the image design forums have made patchers that are basically whole new plugins because of the way that they route effects and stuff internally, and they make surfaces that are more easily accessible to use instead of trying to change parameters within the map. But other fun things include the ability to add in different controllers. I can activate these, and I can actually control, or not, but that can control that. Yeah. Make sounds. I guess I won't do it. But point being, Patcher's ridiculousness lies in the fact that you can have layers within things. It's like a multi-dimensional plugin where you can actually load a Patcher preset inside Patcher and have it linked in there. So I will talk about that in a patch tutorial in the future. But the point being is that that's what the Surface is made for. Is that you can create customized plugin faces with your own controller parameters, and you can name them yourselves. You can list them the way you want, and you can make your own interface basically. And that's pretty much it. It's rather straightforward and easy to use, which are the best things you could have in a plugin. If you have any questions about control surface, I know that you have questions about Patcher if you're not familiar with what that is, but don't worry about that. Patcher tutorial will be forthcoming. But if you have any questions about control surface, let me know. And as usual, have a nice day.